Hey author, need some easy content for your Instagram stories today? Let me give you one of my favorite games to play with my audience. It's called This or That, and it really is exactly what you think it is. You're going to be creating a series of 5 to 10 this or that options. You're going to start off with one individual slide that announces the game. You're going to say something to the effect of, let's play this or that, and you can actually qualify it by saying whatever edition, this book edition, or that book edition, or whatever you want it to be, world building edition, character edition, and you're going to allow them to vote through a poll on 5 to 10 upcoming slides. Now in the next 5 to 10 slides, you are going to pick 5 to 10 this or that things. The sweet spot tends to be 7, but you can do anywhere in there. Do not do less than 5. That means it's kind of a boring little game. It's on the weaker side. We want to make sure we have at least 5. 5 options are good. 7 options are better. 10 can be getting a little bit much. So 7 tends to be the sweet spot, but whatever you want to do is fine, especially if you come up with something in the moment. And then you're going to use the polls feature, not the quiz feature, because quiz has a right or wrong answer. Polls allows you to do whatever. Now you can have up to 4 options. I recommend 2. I want you to be gathering data with this. So not only are you playing a game, not only are you building community engagement, but you're also gathering data for upcoming novels that you're writing. Use this strategically. And you can even do this once a week within your audience. Set a day for it if you want. Create that weekly thing that people are going to show up to play this or that, and have it in different areas and different sections of what you're writing. So it can be as simple as this or that. Do you like this town that they're in or this town that they're in? Do you like this character or this character better? Who's a better villain, this villain or this villain? You can do it cross books if you have more than one novel, or you can contain it to one individual novel. But it's this or that questions. You just want them to be able to pick 1 to 2 answers. Well, pick one answer, but give them 1 or 2 options to pick from. Again, you can pick up to 4. I don't recommend you do it. I recommend 2. Now, all of these quizzes, not the quizzes, the poll feature on Instagram allows you to have up to 4, but you can do 2, 3, or 4 options for this one. The rest of them will disappear once you're done and you've actually set it inside of your story. So with that in mind, you are going to be able to write the prompt out and then let them choose. I recommend that you write your prompt out via the text box, not the poll feature. So I want you to type out your scenario, keep it as short as possible, and put it on your graphic. This is a static image graphic. There should not be any movement on this. It can be character art, it can be a picture of your book, it can have your book character, or it could just be a textured background that goes with the aesthetics and vibe of your books. Totally fine. You want to make sure that it's visually appealing and it's going to catch people's attention, and make them all different. Do not have the same background for each one of these. Don't do it. Must be different. Must be different, even if it's just a changed color, even if you've rotated it, something to make it when they're tapping forward feel different. Otherwise, they're just going to keep clicking forward, or they might accidentally double click and realize that they, or not realize that they missed something. So your goal here is to make it look unique and individual each time that they click through. You're then going to type it out in your text, and then just use your poll. You don't even have to put anything as the header. They give you the option of the header. Don't use it. Don't use it. You don't need to use it. You can just put in your answers. This or that, this or that, this or that. And every slide is going to have a new this or that question. Theme it as best as possible, because then you can reuse this. You don't want wild, crazy things all over the place. Theme it, niche down, be super specific. Be specific like we are with our tropes. Make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. And then you can reuse this and recycle this again and again and again. Allow them to vote through 5 to 10 slides. And then at the end, you're going to do something to congratulate them for getting to the end, or give them a question box to suggest a theme for the next time that you play, to allow them to take ownership over what you're doing inside of your stories. This brings in the community and the conversation, and it teaches them how to engage with you, so that in the future, when you're using your engagement tools in Instagram stories, they're now already conditioned to tap the buttons, to type the things. You're training them how to interact with you, so that when it's a bigger ask for you, they're much more likely to do it. This is a really good opportunity to learn from them. And this way, you can also do that market research. Remember, I told you market research is going to be really valuable with this one. So you can say this type of romance or this type of romance. Did you like this side character or this side character? Did you like this storyline or this storyline? You can see what they like very easily through this, and you can use this to inform the next novel or series that you're writing. Or if you're early on in a series, you can use it to decide what you're going to do to which characters characters in your upcoming novels in that series. Does somebody really, really like that side character? You can decide to give them more page time or to unalive them to really rip your audience's heart out. There's so much potential here. You can do all the things, even if you're a nice author or an evil author. You can get so much market research done through this or that game. Questions or comments on this, go ahead and drop it down below. Hit the subscribe and notification bell because I'm doing a mini series on things you can be doing inside of your Instagram stories, but also we've got videos on how you can level up on your TikTok, in your YouTube, and your main Instagram page to make sure that you are thriving, selling books, and building your community here in this social space. Drop your questions, drop your comments, and I'll see you in the next episode.